If she sees that's happening on your part, it prompts her to leave. She could say, I'm done with you for this time. She can entertain this dude and then finally maybe get her heart broken or be done with him and then come back to you. That's possible. But the idea is that she did lose those feelings. It did make her want to go the opposite way. What I do, fellas. So today's video is all about she is done with you. So this video is not the best video that y'all probably want to hear, right? That she's actually done with you and the signs are there and maybe you've been lying to yourself or you've been having hope. Now, fellas, I'm going to tell you why she could be done with you, some of the things that's clear, and I hope you guys after this video decide if it's really best for you to continue to try something. And if you're not trying, great job, and you should not be trying if you are. Okay, so fellas, give this video a huge thumbs up. I am so ready to get to this discussion, but first, y'all know, consultation, that link is still there because it's still available. We could talk about whatever it is that y'all want to talk about. And remember, during consultations, it could be about anything. It could be about you. It could be about, oh, should I leave her? Is she gonna leave me? Is she done? All of that stuff, we could talk about it during consultation. Check out that link. All right, y'all, and it starts at 15 minutes. Goes until an hour. So into this first thing is flat out, she will tell you, yes, the whole stop. So when she goes ahead and says stop, and this is not the whole, oh, I'm done with you, I'm leaving. No, fellas, this powerful word of stop, when she is officially done with you, is how she's feeling because she is fed up now. So basically, when females get to like, okay, I don't care for you as much as before. My feelings, and this is how you can view it when she's done with you. My feelings are fading away, are faded. They're actually gonna disappear soon. So when she gets to this point, she's actually giving up, fellas. She's actually getting to the point of where, you know what, I'm giving up and I'm not going to try. I'm just going to throw the stop doing this. I'm going to throw the, well, I'm not liking it, so stop. Now, the other thing will be based on her action. We'll talk about it. Don't worry. We'll get into it. But we have to talk about how that word is so powerful and how she throws that in there to have you stop doing whatever it is that she doesn't like you doing. So take it like this. If she's constantly telling you to do it, it's because she's more annoyed with it. Now, if obviously she's telling you stop hitting me up, now she doesn't actually flat out want you in her life. So fellas, it starts off with just the basis of, oh, she might throw it in there, out there, you know, here and there, like, hey, I don't want to see you now. And then it grows, right? Then it grows into, well, stop, you know, like, stop hitting me up so much, right? But now here's the problem. When sometimes she's actually done with you, she doesn't make it clear that she's actually done with you. So in other words, when she actually starts saying the stop, it won't always be just stop, right? It will also be her walking away after she tells you, I'm fed up too. That could be the other things that she's saying when she is really tired of you too, right? When she is like, my feelings is all fed up. I'm just gonna go away. I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna walk out, right? So if she's falling back into, oh, stop now. If she's falling into saying stop to you, it's also because she can't see no other way around it. If you do want to talk about other stuff like getting inside of her and doing things to her, Patreon has those types of tips and tricks and also other videos that y'all won't see on here that tells you the raw game, what females like, and the things that y'all don't know to be doing, but you gotta be doing. Check out that link. It is linked down below, of course. So back into how you now have her telling you stop hitting me up, or, you know, I'm not really okay with this. She tells you in other words. That's the next thing. So stop also means, now into her actions, stop means put an end to it, right? So put an end to basically, yeah, what you guys have going on, right? In that moment, she might, and I'm saying in that moment, she might not feel this all the time, but in that moment, she's like, well, I'm fed up with you. I just want it to end right now. Now, unfortunately, when it gets consistent, when she's saying it more, that is where the bigger problem comes in, because now she really means what she says. Low tolerance, they will quickly tell you the stops as a warning in the beginning, and then you'll see, okay, now she's really done with me because she stopped texting me, all these things. Sometimes for some girls, they'll kind of just throw it out there for a little bit, and then boom, when you finally blew it, that's so she'll feel like you blew it. She's now done, but she'll say that I told you stop multiple times, and then she'll also say based on her actions, she's told you stop. Now, right back to getting up and leaving. Also, another thing, and this is how we can wrap up with this. I have one more point for y'all, but with this last thing, I'll say, the other thing that could be going on when you are talking to her, she might also try to put an end to the conversation. So telling you to stop, basically saying stop, I don't want this to happen, basically her wanting you to not, let's say like this, be there, and she's losing interest, is her actually letting you remove yourself from the situation if she can't remove herself. So let's say if she tells you stop and she sees that you're still forcing yourself on her, if you're still texting her, if you're still being clingy, if she sees that's happening on your part, it prompts her to leave. It prompts her to even get up and get going, because at this point, you're now the guy that's chasing. Now you're the guy that's pursuing her. Now, I say this when you now have all the signs to stop. Right? When she tells you to stop, this is where it flips into, we talk about no contact, we talk about ghosting, because now you have all the signs, or you have every reason to stop for real. But you see, if she's getting to the point of where she wants you to stop and her actions has stopped showing that she likes you, this is where you are supposed to stop your actions as well. She is telling you, like, hey, I'm not going to be here for it. So oftentimes some fellas are thinking like, hey, she just needs her space. Let me just give her some more space. But if you're giving her space and she's still needing more time, then honestly, at that point, it gets to she's talking to somebody else. And this is actually the next thing we'll talk about in a second. But it's also she's talking to somebody else and she's losing her interest completely. She's still losing her interest as she's talking to somebody else. But when we talk about you, you're still not supposed to be texting her, right? This makes her pull away more. This makes her fall back into why she told you stop, or hey, stop texting me, or I'm going to stop myself. So if we talk now about the second thing, yes, y'all, the second thing is, oh yeah, she's talking to other dudes. Tell him, hey, I want you at this time. But with you, she puts that stop. And because some fellas still chase after her afterwards, she still keeps throwing the stop out there until like, you finally get it. This is where also when you guys finally stop, right, she could start looking your way and be like, what's really going on with you? So this is why it's so important for y'all to get it when she tells you, because there's no other way she's going to get to telling you, right? A lot of times some females in the beginning or maybe in the middle, they start showing like, hey, their feelings are lost. They might stop talking to you as much. So when those things start coming up, some fellas that are actually about her that don't get the message of, hey, she's telling you I am talking to another dude. We'll talk more about it in a second. But sometimes when some fellas don't get that message, they're pursuing her even more, and stop becomes the block, maybe. Stop becomes the ignoring. So sometimes some girls, they'll tell you a lot with their actions, and then they'll start telling you things like, well, I'm gonna maybe start being single, and then also being single means weighing my options. But also what's really the truth is when she does already weigh her option, or if she is talking to other dudes, what's telling you then is that she doesn't respect you the same way anymore. So basically, when girls start getting involved with other dudes, what's happening with that is that, hey, her feelings are gone, but she's basically done where she doesn't view you the same way. Now, I also say this to say that it doesn't mean she'll stay away forever, right? She could say, I'm done with you for this time. She can entertain this dude and then finally maybe get her heart broken or be done with him and then come back to you. That's possible. But the idea is that she did lose those feelings. It did make her want to go the opposite way, and y'all fellas were supposed to understand that it's a wrap. So I'll just wrap up to say, like, when these signs come up, and we'll talk also about like the dudes that she talks to, how those dudes come up, how much she sees them, if she's seeing them, if this is supposed to be her new boyfriend, all that stuff in a different video. But to just simply wrap up with this video, I will get into saying that you have to make sure you peep the signs and not ignore them. If it is showing you that, hey, you know what, this girl is about another dude, hey, you know what, she is hiding her phone, those are the other things that are going to be signs that, hey, she could be cheating and things like that. But it also is telling you that she is done, she is moving a different direction, not moving forward with you. All right, so this is how this video is going to wrap up. I thank y'all so much for watching to the end. Elevated hoodies are officially available. As you guys see, I have the black one on, and it comes in gray as well. It is high quality, and y'all can see it is embroidered stitched. A Champion logo right there, so it is a Champion hoodie, and y'all could have this for over 10 years. I hope you're elevating in your life